From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update.
From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander with your Daybreak Drive-In for Monday, February 17th. Lawmakers scramble to secure bills in a pivotal Statehouse day. Nuclear workers head back to the job, and Helio crashes out of the Daytona 500. Next. This is a critical day at the Statehouse, final day for committee meetings. Bills must clear their committees by day's end or they're theoretically dead for the session. In exceptional circumstances, lawmakers can insert bill language into other measures. At least 9 people have died in Kentucky in weekend flooding. Intense rain has led to swamped roads and hundreds of rescues. State leaders have declared a disaster. European leaders are meeting today to figure out how to weather the major changes in American foreign policy under the Trump administration. The president of France has gathered EU and British leaders at his palace. A key issue is Trump's take on the war between Russia and Ukraine, which appears to be far less protective of Ukraine than Europe prefers. A U.S. delegation is headed to Saudi Arabia for talks on ending the war. The Trump administration has halted the firings of hundreds of federal employees who were tasked with working on the nation's nuclear weapons programs. AP reports up to 350 people initially lost their jobs late last week in a sweeping cut from DOJ. Then one day later, the acting director of the National Nuclear Safety Administration rescinded most of the firings. Disappointing day for IndyCar star Helio in his first effort in NASCAR. A crash took him out of the running for the Daytona 500. He finished 39th. The race ran late because of foul weather early, and William Byron won it for the second straight year. He moved up from 9th in a late race crack-up that collected other leaders. The NBA's All-Star Weekend revamp ended up with plenty of Indiana connections on the court in key moments. Format's now a mini tournament. One of the spots goes to the winner of the Rising Stars game, and former IU star Trace Jackson Davis and former Purdue All-American Zach Edey were part of the team that advanced, so they got primetime minutes. Pacers All-Star Pascal Siakam also played in the final game. Partly cloudy today, cold, high of 18. Expect the uncomfortable cold to stick around all week. From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander. Be sure to like and subscribe for your daily news updates from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.